As you know, we just came back from our trip to Puerto Princesa Palawan, and we want to share our adventure with you. We spent 4 days and 3 nights exploring the city, and we're taking you along for the ride. In this video, we'll break down our entire itinerary, show you the amazing things we did, and even reveal the total cost of our trip. Just a heads up, this wasn't a super budget trip as we wanted to experience a little bit of luxury. Like instead of public transportation, we had a car rental. We know we could have cut down on costs in some areas, but this will give you a good idea of what you can expect to spend when visiting Puerto Princesa City, Palawan. First things first, planning ahead is your best friend when it comes to traveling with kids. We booked tickets months in advance, we used Google Flights to compare tickets, and then we snagged a great deal on our hotel in a family room using Agoda. So our airline ticket per person, Manila to Puerto Princesa City is 1,440 and Puerto Princesa to Manila 1,440 pesos. So that's a total of 8,640 for 3 people. Accommodation. We stayed at the Dolce Vita Hotel and Restaurant. We opted for the family room. The staff was consistently friendly and helpful, making our stay even more enjoyable. Hotel is 8,868. That's roughly 2,956 per night for a family room. We arrived at 8 a.m. and took a tricycle to Dolce Vita. After an early check-in and grabbing breakfast at the hotel, we decided to make the most of our time and go for a swim while waiting for a rental car. Renting a car is a game changer. It gives you the freedom to explore at your own pace and saves you money on expensive tours. Next up, island hopping. We headed to Honda Bay, but unfortunately, the weather wasn't cooperating, so we only managed to visit 𝘾𝙤𝙦 Island. We made the most of it and enjoyed the waves, even with the rain. The crystal clear waters and white sandy beaches were postcard perfect. It cost us 1,800 pesos for the private boat, plus 1,200 pesos for a delicious Pinoy Buddha lunch. We have so much left over that we didn't go out for dinner. Day 2. Day 2 was all about fun and reconnecting with my roots. We drove around the city and checked to see if my school still existed. We then had breakfast at 𝘽𝙖𝙘𝙧𝙤𝙬 Coffee Shop, a local gem at the heart of the city. Their affordable meal includes coffee and serving is huge. For lunch, we went to Bonita restaurant as we celebrated my birthday with my family and my high school best friend's family. Our food for lunch was about 3,800, but this is for 10 people, so roughly about 380 per person for the 4 of us. After lunch, our afternoon was packed with adventure as we headed to Mitras Ranch. Guys, this place is a must visit. Rainbow slide, a walk over stunning scenery, zip lining. It was my first time ever braving a zip line, but YOLO, right? It was my birthday, so they only charged us for 3. The whole experience for our group was only 1,200 pesos, which is a total bargain for the memories we've made. Don't leave Puerto Princesa without visiting Baker's Hill. It's a treat for all ages. After our adventure at Mitras Ranch, we treated ourselves to delectable snacks and cakes at Baker's Hill. Drew loved exploring the grounds, seeing the peacocks, and posing with the whimsical statues. There's even a play area to burn up some energy. Unfortunately for me, I missed their 𝘽𝙧 so much that I basically turned into a 𝘽𝙧 monster. I'm talking luggage splitting extra kilos worth of 𝘽𝙧. I went a little overboard that I had to add an extra 20 kilograms of baggage. Then we capped off the day at Bona's Chaolong. You know you're in Puerto Princesa when you're digging into a steaming bowl of Chaolong with a side of crusty pork French bread. It's a local ritual, and trust me, it's a delicious one. If you're in Puerto Princesa, don't miss out on this local gem. We spent 630 pesos for dinner. That's about 210 per person. On day 3, we went on a DIY trip with the Puerto Princesa Underground River, one of the 7 wonders of nature. Now, I know what you're thinking. DIY can sound intimidating, but trust me, it's totally worth it. We saved more than 50% compared to the prices offered by travel tours. Plus, we get to explore at our own pace and avoid the crowds. If you want to DIY your trip to the PPUR, I have a separate video for that, and we spent 735 pesos per adult for the PPUR permit, 270 pesos per kid. For the boat, that's 1,100 pesos since we rented a private boat, and spent around 400 pesos for the photos. After the awe-inspiring Underground River experience, we treated ourselves to a late lunch at Bajao's seafront restaurant. Mangroves, beach, and the smell of delicious food in the air, it was too tempting to resist. And their crab and coconut milk, let's just say it's worth a cheat day, so it's really good. For lunch, we spent 2,808 pesos and 75 cents. Later that evening, I met up with some friends at the Baywalk, but I had coffee beforehand at 89 Cafe. It's definitely on the pricier side, and the serving size could be a bit bigger, but the coffee itself was excellent. T and Drew had to leave on an earlier flight that morning, while my sister and I were set for the afternoon. We decided to have brunch at Meetup Cafe and Bar. This is just right outside the airport. And let me tell you, they don't don't mess around with portion sizes here. The servings were absolutely massive. I opted for pesto omelette, which was a first for me, and I was blown away. It was so good. Definitely recommended checking this place out if you're looking for a hearty and delicious meal. Pesto omelette was 240 pesos, waffle and bacon was 300 pesos. With a few hours left before checkout, we had a blast exploring the Pasalubong Center. So many cool souvenirs and gifts. Keychains for as low as 5 pesos. Kids sandals and shirts for as low as 85 pesos. Adult shirts for as low as 130 pesos. And that wraps our incredible 4-day adventure in Puerto Princesa. So this is our total expenses. Day 1, it's a total of 3,990 pesos. Day 2 was 4,810 pesos. Day 3, 6,943 pesos and 75 cents. Day 4 is 540 pesos. For airline, it was 8,640 pesos. Hotel was 8,868 pesos and car rental for 3,600 pesos. So our daily expenses, food and adventure, was a total of 16,283 and 75 pesos. Hotel, airline, baggage, and car rental was a total of 22,724. We ended up spending around 39,157 pesos and 75 cents for our 4-day trip, which comes out to about 9,789 pesos per person. But keep in mind, there might be a few extra amounts here and there that I didn't factor in. Palawan truly has something for everyone. So if you're looking for an amazing travel destination, put this one on your list. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on our future adventures. See you in the next one. Bye!